kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Flores. Discards him with the stiff arm. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bruins offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UCLA. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They are set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Iowa's offense will have its first possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Turns it on in midfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off.
There he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's Thomas. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Finds his tight end. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
As a head coach, you'd love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, he leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bruin! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Grab behind the line. It's Moulton. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Plucks it out of the air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Now, the Hawkeyes have a whole new backfield without Caleb Johnson, who turned in one of the most prolific rushing seasons in Iowa football history. School record 21 touchdowns. He was this offense a year ago, David.
He was, and if you're an Iowa fan, man, Reese, we've been just clamoring for years. Just give me some offense, like some form of a passing attack. Another new system. Tim Lester comes in as the OC. Interested to see if they can air it out. They can be more fun to watch, and they can score more points.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
Quickly to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing, but you watch him get off.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Touchdown, Iowa! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Quarterback making checks. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. It's complete on the right side. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. New set of downs after the completion. Gonna run it. It's Thomas. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And the Bruins will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Sneaks into the end zone.
The
is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Working the big fella to the corner. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. And the Hawkeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps swinging it. He's got him. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Hawkeyes have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. The option look. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moulton. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. And that one's way too far for everybody. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And that is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal. Guys.
And with time running out here in the first half, the offense will take a knee, content to be on top as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need.
There he goes! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking for room. It's Moulton. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes. One surprise was Carson Schlesinger, third in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David, so what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a good thing. So can the defense swarm? Can they game tackle? Who's the next guy in this rotation that's going to step up and make plays?
Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll operate out of split backs. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to take a shot. Makes a grab down the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Bruins have their offense in high gear. Give to the back. Stop is made almost immediately, giving 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, UCLA. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Oh, he's got a chance. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Moulton. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Oh, better look out. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue.
Turning it on! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
To the ground with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Bruins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And the pass is broken up, incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Unloads to the right. It's complete. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the tight end. Going to swing it on second down. Here's a heat. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Bought a little time, lets it go. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Converts on 4th down, still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Anderson. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The inside handoff.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Pressure coming. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll give it to the back. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Gets rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's Moulton.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Get in your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He's going to run it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
He's open on the right. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down.
Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, UCLA. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over New Mexico. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Caught over the middle. It's Gill. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. That's caught. It's Moulton across the 45. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moulton.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's...
Breaks into the open. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it at the 20. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference, defense.
They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Bruin! And the punishment has been extended. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a throw downfield late. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Here we go, here we go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. He'll pull it down. And that is how we will wrap this one up. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been